Next one was from Robert. What's up, Robert? He says, I'm curious what you think about something. For a local carpet cleaning company who has 20 or so city plus service pages, would you make them, would you make the main page in the menu that says carpet cleaning, the primary carpet cleaning plus city page? Or would you have a separate carpet cleaning page just generally about carpet cleaning as the menu item that says carpet cleaning? Yes, that's what I would do. That's what I'm doing more and more of that now. Just to be clear, guys, what I'm doing now is like for multi-location businesses or multi-locate, if you're targeting multiple locations, whether you have several actual Google business locations or not, that's beside the point. But what I'm doing now is a product or service page that's optimized for the product or service only, right? Unless the site is entirely optimized for like, okay, so let me back up. Let me clarify something, Robert, because like the Louisville project that I'm working on, that I'm streaming publicly, right, is part of what I'm doing on my Twitch channel. That I have a few different brands that I built for that, and I'm testing different configurations. Okay, but what I'm leaning more towards now is creating so for example, one of my subdomain sites is a subdomain specific site that is optimized for that particular city, Louisville metro area, which is a large area. It covers a lot of smaller areas, unincorporated communities, and all that kind of stuff. So that subdomain site is entirely optimized for the Louisville metro area, right? So that homepage can be optimized for Louisville metro, which is kind of like the broadest region, or even the county that kind of encompasses that. It doesn't matter what the geography is, guys. I'm just giving you some examples here, some real world examples, right? But Jefferson County, like, so we could optimize the homepage for the brand plus like the broadest area, which could be a state, could be a region, it could be a metro area or a county, or all the way down to a city level, right? Depending on what it is, how specific you want that whole site about, right? Like how geo-specific did you make it? So on a Louisville subdomain, it's obviously that entire site is going to be about Louisville or Louisville metro area, or kind of the greater area that is just slightly bigger would be Jefferson County. So I have that Louisville subdomain site where the homepage is optimized for Jefferson County. But then I have the Louisville, which is the main city page. That's what people search for the most, as a separate inner page, right? And then I have 4 service pages on that site that are just optimized for the service. But because the whole site is optimized for Louisville, like there is brand mentions in there. That site is performing incredibly well. However, what I'm saying is there some of the other kind of configurations that I'm testing right now are having service pages that aren't optimized for any particular location. The homepage is really just a brand page. Then you have a service page or different services pages that are optimized for the services only, with really no optimization for any locations. You might have a section on the page that mentions the different locations that are part of the service area, and they can link out to those, but it's not that the content isn't optimized, and the title tag's not optimized for any one particular location. It's just the service plus brand. Does that make sense? And then I'm doing location pages where the location pages is optimized for the top level keyword plus location modifier. Then always append the brand to the end of that. And that's the title. And then and that particular page has a summary of all of the services, and it links to the individual service pages, if that makes sense. And again, guys, I'll just demonstrate this. I'm going to grab the screen just to kind of demonstrate this, because we don't have a lot of questions anyways. And I can show this. I'm streaming this publicly anyway. So here's the examples that I'm talking about. So to get to back to your question, Robert, I'm preferring kind of this secondary method that I'm going to show you in a minute. Anyway, let me pull this up real quick. Grim Reaper Tree Services. Okay, so this is the site that I said is the entire site is specifically optimized for Louisville, right? Which is the city. The Louisville metro area is really big, but Jefferson County kind of encompasses that. And so you can see that I have on the page, I'm really talking about the homepage in this case is about Jefferson County, which people don't typically search for keyword plus county, at least in the tree service industry, they don't. It's usually tree service plus city. So that's why I can optimize the homepage for this in this particular instance, because the entire site is about Louisville, but I don't want multiple pages targeting Louisville, right? So I want the homepage really targeting Jefferson County. So that's why you can see it in my title tag, for example, and then I have 4 separate service pages. Now, again, because this entire site is optimized for Louisville stuff, there is probably some mentions about that, but these pages here are really kind of just general. If you take a look, just tree removal and then the brand. Does that make sense? So there's no targeting of location modifier in the titles. And then I go to my service area pages, Louisville being the top page, but the other ones are, again, it's not a silo. These are all just top level location pages, if that makes sense. But you can see now we're talking about, and I transposed what I normally do. This case, I have the city modifier and then the keyword as my title tag, and then appended to the end of that as the brand name. So this is one structure that I like that works well. But if you're talking about multiple locations, this is the structure that I'm testing with now. And I like the structure, but I don't know if it's going to perform as well. So we'll find out. But this one here is Premier Pruning. And this is going to be a brand that I expand. I'm testing this in Louisville to start, but I'm going to expand this one out to a lot of other locations as well, other states and everything else. So there's no mention of any location on this homepage at all. The homepage is only the brand name. It's not even targeting a keyword. It's just the brand page, right? Then these are all links to, by the way, I don't have separate service pages on this site. All I have, these are all jump links. I have one service page. And these are all jump links to different sections on the page, just like these are, right? So you can see that this is all one page. And then on each location page, which I only have one top level location page right now, which is the Louisville page, because I think all the supporting geo pages are going to be on a subdomain. But this is the Louisville page here. And then you can see now this one is obviously optimized for the keyword plus location modifier. See that? And then again, each one, this is what I was getting back to Robert's original question. On the service page, you link out to the locations that are currently available. Let me back up and just show you the service area pages, the location pages. So on the service page, which isn't optimized for any one location, you can link out to all of the locations that it's, the service area locations. In this case, so far, it's only one, which is why you see down here under service area, I've only got the one link to the Louisville page. Then on the location page, you link to each one of the services or service pages. It's how you create the association between the product or service and the location pages. But you can separate them out so that you don't have to have every single location page with every keyword, right? You pick your top level keyword and you use that as your location page keyword plus the location modifier. And then you link out to all of your other services that is provided by that company within that location page. So therefore, you have the likelihood of being able to rank for all of those different keywords, if that makes sense. So if somebody was to search for, and again, I can demonstrate this using the Louisville Grim Reaper Tree Services site. Let me just go to Google and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like if I say Tree Service Newburgh, KY. Okay, you'll see right there, Louisville Grim Reaper Tree Services page. Okay, that is optimized for Newburgh Tree Service, Newburgh Tree Service. You see it right there in the title tag. Okay, but if I come back here now, so it makes sense if I search Tree Service Newburgh that I would be ranking for that, right? So if I come back though and I now search for tree removal, okay, I'm getting to a point here. But tree removal, Newburgh Tree Service is ranking for that keyword. It's not in the title tag, but it's still ranking number one. Why is that? Well, because on the Newburgh page, I'm associating each of the services: tree removal, tree trimming, tree clearing, which I just changed that from land clearing to tree clearing, and stump grinding. So that might not be ranking right now because I just changed that keyword like in the last 2 days. But if we try tree trimming, Newburgh, Kentucky. Once again, the Newburgh Tree Service it's not in the title tag, yet it's ranking for that query, right? That's why I'm saying I like this kind of a method where the product or service pages aren't optimized for any location. They're optimized for the product or service, right? And then you have location pages that are optimized for the top level term plus location. And then in the location pages, you link out to all of the products or service pages. It creates an association between the products and service and the location, right? And so that's why I like to do it like this, because I'm starting to see this is working really, really well, this type of a structure. So again, one of the other ones was stump grinding. Once again, Newberg tree service. It's not in the title tag, yet it's ranking #1 for that term. Do you understand? And I mean, there's other companies there that's like Bobby Ray Co. or whatever, like they've got dedicated pages on that. You can see there are people that have, well, that's another one of my sites that I was testing with, but this is outranking that even though it's not in the title tag, because again, it's about the associations being made between these pages. Hopefully that makes sense. And last one, I'll look at land clearing. And like I said, I just changed that keyword, so I'm not sure if that one's going to be ranking as well. It's still ranking, Newberg tree service. That's interesting. And now if I change tree clearing, again, Newberg tree service, ranking #1. You guys see that? I mean, there's other keywords I could test as well that I hadn't even really, but just because, again, they're all kind of associated now, but tree care, Newberg, Kentucky. Once again, you see that? So I'm ranking for every one of these kind of keywords associated because I chose my top level term, which is tree service, and associated Newberg with it. And then I associated all of the different services, which that services page, in this case, again, I'm testing now with a site that is going to be a national site. So premierpruning.com will be a national site. That's why on this service page, I have, and in this case, I have one service page instead of 4 service pages. And on the service page, I have all of these jump links that go down to these different sections on the, and same thing with these, if that makes sense. So like if I click on, that one's not working now, what happened? Interesting. I don't know why that one's not working. I'll have to go back and check on that one. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. That was a good question. I went kind of in depth on that one. So right now the site has carpet cleaning as a menu item with no geo-reference. That's what I would do for the service page. I would link to the service page with no geo-reference. And then the other 20 service plus city pages, just wondering if we should delete the generic carpet cleaning page in the menu and replace it with carpet cleaning plus city page that the client is located in. I don't think so. Hopefully that makes sense, Robert. By the way, we do have a Build with Bradley group tomorrow. And since I did not record the last mastermind webinar, tomorrow is going to be more of an SEO related Build with Bradley meeting, Robert. And this would be a good question where we can drill into it a little bit deeper because it's a mastermind webinar or meeting. Tomorrow it'll be a meeting. So that might be one that you want to bring up tomorrow as well. We can dig into that a little bit deeper than I can here. Okay.